Hey guys, hello replay viewers. So I'm over here in my backyard. This is a home on the range type video, right? And what is Joe doing? Joe, can you tell the viewers what you're doing?
Clean up the alley in the back. But all this stuff was going in the alley. They say they say this it's for us,
Mm-hmm.
so we gotta clean it up.
Mm-hmm. They call it an easement.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
you still can't fence it in. So
Right,
why do I have to clean this up?
right,
It's for the city. Why the city don't clean it up?
right. Even though they say it belongs to
Right.
us on this
Then
side, it doesn't belong to the people that's on the opposite side of the
the
alley. It
opposite
belongs to
side,
us.
what those folks do on the opposite side, they would clean up their trash and throw it
Mm-hmm.
in the alley.
Yeah, and a city council. Well, he's not city council anymore, but he's in politics. He lives back there.
Then we on this side
I'm
gotta
not
clean
saying
it up.
I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying he lives back there and he knows what's going on.
We on this side gotta clean it up. That's not fair.
So this is not growing in my side of the fence; it's on the opposite side of the fence, and Joe's chopping it up. So
Then
how does it look back there right now?
right, I get that weed first. Then
Mm-hmm.
later on, I walk the grass.
Okay, but they wouldn't fine us for the grass because the grass is not dry, right? But they would fine us for the weeds. But if the grass was dry, then they would give us a fine,
Yeah,
and the fine is upwards of $200.
200 to $500.
So this is my evidence.
It
Today
all depends
is,
on how they feel.
yeah. Somebody put the date in the chat for me. Diane, can you write the date in the chat for me so that the city knows I'm not lying? I know that today is September. I think it's the 25th, Monday, September the 25th, 2023. If Diane can verify that for me, Diane is Dancing Leaf '06. Write the date in the chat for me. So, because I'm going to leave this video up, and the city of Fontana will have this as evidence that Joe went and chopped our portion of the alley. And I'm going to show you guys back there in a second, because the rest of it looks like coyotes and tiger can come out of this thing. And it's a hazard. They say that, when the wildfire season starts, which I think is all year now for California, that our houses can go up quicker in flames if we have all this dead shrubbery behind this fence. But it's not fair that the people on the opposite
What they
side of
gonna
the
do?
alley. Thank you, Diane, darling.
I guess they laugh when they try to cross over the
Yeah, these try. We're gonna put a camera back here. How about if we put one of those ring doorbell things back here, Joe?
I don't know.
We're gonna put a camera back here. Put it right on that lamppost, Joe. See? But it has to be hardwired, right? We get one. You know what? Get one of those cameras from Jory that uses the motion. And when they throw something, that will be a motion. We'll put it on that lamppost, and we'll catch them who's throwing that crap in the alley so that we have to clean up. So now Joe don't even have space in his trash can.
I got two more.
So we built a fence. Well, not a fence, a gate. We built a gate so that Joe can easily access the alley, because it would be where he would have to hop the fence or take down some of the fencing in order to get back there.
Tear this stuff up, put some water.
Yeah. So see, that's our gate. And there was a couple of times when the police had to run through our yard to chase a criminal back here. And we had the gate for them to be able to get into the alley quick enough. So they know. I think they made a note of that. Because they don't go to nobody else's yard no more. Right, Joel?
Uh-huh.
They just come here. Can we access the alley? And it's a hot mess back there. They say that the trucks for the electric company has to be able to drive up this alley and get to this lamppost to fix our power. But Joe said the truck can't fit back here anyways. From left to right, right? It's not wide enough.
To get all on board, they could pull it together with a little tractor, small little tractor.
He says it'd be a small tractor. Look at them too. And then my neighbor over there cut the tree because it was hanging over in my fence. But I really wish that he didn't do that, because we used to go sit back there in the shade and do some videos. Hi, Miss Lucky. I'm like, I think Jose thought he was infringing on us. Poor thing. He's such a good neighbor. Joe and I went on a walk this morning, and four old ladies was walking in the street praying, and one of them was Jose over there, his mom. I didn't recognize her because I don't know nobody over here.
That is a joke. It's about abortion, remember?
She better pray for her granddaughter. She worried about abortion, because them over there with men's already, not men, but men's. She better pray for them. Oh, damn, the flies. You don't woke up some bees, Joe. Oh, let me get my behind inside. Joe, what kind of tree this? Lemon? What kind of tree? Lime? Pick one. Tangerine.
Sour tangerine.
That's that nasty, evil tangerine that your brother give you this tree?
Remember, I cut it down to nothing. Don't water
Joe
it.
cut it down to nothing and he didn't water it, and the tree still came back up and trying to produce that nasty tangerine. They are so nasty that even the dog will eat it. Oh, Joe, can you let me out so I can show them the alley? Just to have evidence? Huh? I just have to have evidence.
So I don't lock it up.
Not the backyard, Miss Lucky, the alley, and we want to have evidence to show the city of Fontana that we clean our spot.
I ain't finished yet. I gotta lock it next.
Cora, get back in here.
Give it.
Cora. Stay here.
See the grass? I don't worry about the grass. I can walk to it. Right there.
Joe's gonna weed whack the grass, but they won't find you for that because it's not dead. But look, that's supposed to go down to the main street.
But
See?
my end right there. I ain't touching
Joe,
it.
ours end right where the shrubbery ends,
Okay.
and the shrubbery belongs to the people over there.
All those strawberry like that was over there.
Joe clean all this out. See?
Was blocking all over here.
Look at all that.
So I still gotta take up all these.
So when they come and they write the fines, we're gonna grab this video as evidence that see these neighbors, they don't own this alley. We own this alley, but we can't close it in.
And what they would do,
Cora, go back inside.
They would limb the tree and throw the stuff over here.
All right, let's go in.
Move.
They don't like us out there. They want to protect us. And remember, Jada had a dog, another black lab, that dug under the fence and went through this alley to the main street and got hit and killed back in 2014. That's why Jada wrote that song about dying quite softly, blah, blah, blah. Jada can't stand to listen to that song. So Jada's godmother gave us money to buy this. What do you call this, Joel? Chicken wire? Like chicken wire? To buy this chicken wire. And it's on the fence and it's on the ground. It's covered. It's dug into the ground so that if they dig, they can't get out. But these dogs don't dig. But just in case, that was the protection that we did before Jada was allowed to get another dog. Miss Lucky said, wow, it's really an alley like the movies.
We gotta clean that up.
We have to clean it up or they'll fine us $200 to $300. It just depends on what mood they're in. And if you go to court on it in front of the arbitrator, they'll deem your yard a detriment to society. What the Ross that? A detriment to society. So we keep the backyard pretty clean.
They're the boss, so you can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
They're the popo, you know.
Call the popo-ho. So poor Joe has to do this. Joshua's hiding. Joshua's still asleep. Joshua goes to bed like at 4 a.m. He stays up all night and work. Look at Cora. Joe, you gonna have to fix that fence. Cora could bite somebody through that fence. And you know people still pass through there?
I got the wood right down there. I gotta get to that.
Yeah, Joe has some more wood from when State Farm had paid out that money. And he replaced all this over here with the rooster. And then he has to replace this. Yeah, so all he has to do later when the sun goes down is go whack the grass. They won't fine us for the grass because the grass is not dry, but still, why you want that to grow up? We don't live back there. And so when they send the fines, they will just go on the main street and they'll look up the alley and they won't be able to see nothing. So they'll write everybody a fine. And then you have to show proof that you cut yours and they weren't able to see it, and then they'll get rid of your fine and fine the rest. So normally when we had another neighbor living over there before, and we had the shop and Joe was overwhelmed and couldn't get to this, he would get to it for us when he did his. But Joe is too tired to like help out other neighbors right now, honestly. Because Joe would reciprocate by helping him too when Joe would get to it, right? Joe said, I can't cut for no neighbor. You see them people over there have some kind of cactus right here. See, Joe? There's cactus right there. How the hell do you want to cut that? And as I went on a walk with Joe this morning, I saw what it looked like up the alley, and I said, hell no, we don't have no money to pay no damn fine. Joe, Diane said, check for see if any of the neighbors have one goat. Diane, this place is not rural. They're not allowed to have no goat, no chicken, no hen, no rooster, no.
They still do it.
They still do what they want to do because they come from for their old country and think they could do what the hell they want to do in America. And because we don't tell on that type of stuff, right? We're going to tell if you park in front of my house more than 3 days. We're going to tell on that because if I can't park in front of my own house for more than 3 days, then how can you? But we don't tell on the animals. But we don't hear no goat lately. And if they did have one, they won't want to lend it to us because they figure we're going to tell. My poor baby. Working so hard.
Yeah.
He mad at me. You mad at me?
I work so hard, I still don't get a lollipop.
Joe, how you open the leg of this thing? This stand right there, you know how to open the leg? No? Okay. You guys are gonna try to go.
That could stand.
Yeah, it has like some legs that come out.
Come out in the island.
I'll just go sit for a little while. Let's see where we look good. Let's see how we could change the camera. And then we want to go to settings, and we want to go to camera, and we want to go to front. We want to go to front camera. And we want to get rid of. I can't see you guys. I can't see. Let's get rid of the X. I know you can see me. Which I know y'all prefer to see Joe than me. No, I'm just gonna hold it, baby. I don't know how to open the bottom. See the bottom here? Got some legs that come out. Hold on, guys.
Oh, sorry.
It has legs in that thing right there.
Where?
He took off the bottom.
Show me.
Right in here?
You say the legs there?
Oh crap, it don't have no legs. Joe came out, unscrewed something and turned you guys over just now. The thing don't have no damn leg. I'm having trouble dealing with my camera stand, guys. I don't know what Diane just said. Oh, the goats. So how's your Monday morning going? I'm trying to edit a video for you guys, but it's not just going to be a cooking video. It's going to be when we went to the Hispanic festival and when we went to, no, I want to say Noni because I didn't know it for so long. When we went to the YouTube studios. And then at some part of it, I'll show you guys how I made this pizza bread. Maybe I won't put that in there. I don't know. It'll be more like a little vlog. Show you guys what the members get. The sun is out, but a little cool air is blowing. I'm going to worry about Joe later because his allergies are going to flare up from all this that he has to do here. It's sickening. The perils of home ownership, right? You have alleys in Chicago. Yeah, this is not the kind of alley where the cars are going to drive behind there. But I think they called it an easement when we bought the property. They call it an easement, and the realtor is the one that told us that we are responsible. Well, the old homeowners told the realtor, we are responsible for keeping that alley clean, or else we're going to get fines. We've been fined before, but we've always been able to beat our fines because every time I get that feeling, I'm going to go inside so I could take my sunglasses off. Every time I get that feeling that they're going to come and check, I tell Joe, and he usually acts on it right to cut it. It's one of those things like your checkbook. You say you're not going to let it go too long before you balance it out, and then it goes a while. And then you're like, why? Why did I let it go this long again? Why? Let me mute this TV so we don't get copyright infringed. Turn on this fan. See if I could put you guys over here. Let's see if I could stuck you in the couch. Man, this is a bad live. Not doing a good job with these camera angles at all. Okay. Yeah, so I can't do no voiceover or no narration right now because Jada's getting ready for work and she's back and forth between the bathroom and her room. So that's going to be annoying. And then um, Joe's out there and I want to keep an eye on him. Let me see if I turn this thing to the left. Yeah, it's staying up. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, guys. So how is your Monday going? Mine is not going too bad. Um, Mondays are a struggle for me. That's why I like how Jada made that song, Mondays Will Do That Ish to You, because it's a new week of trying to create videos that you hope, if not go viral, that one of them will take off and get into the algorithm and get a few views so that, you know, other viewers can come to the channel and you can start, you know, the videos can start getting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. We're not even asking for a whole lot, right? So it's another week of like, okay, what video am I going to make? And I'm in that program with that guy that's my mentor. And I've paid for a second month already because it's due on the 20th of the month. But I don't know that I can afford a third month because it's a struggle for these 2 months. And I am learning a lot. It's a pity because I'm learning a lot and I have access to this guy to where he'll answer your questions one-on-one. But it's pricey, you know, it's $49 a month. That's a whole bill for me right now. And yeah, I really feel like I'm gonna have to stop it like in the middle of October so they don't take money out on October the 20th. So but the stuff that I'm learning, I see things changing behind the scenes, you know, with the whatever the sponsors pay YouTube and whatever YouTube pays me and the average views that I'm getting on the videos right now, that's up. People are staying past the first 30 seconds. There's a lot of good things happening behind the scenes at the videos. But two things that's not happening is one, to me the views are still down, and two, the money is still down. So it's like I don't know what people want to see. They say make videos that people want to see, and then he suggested a formula which I did in the last video, the video with the what's the sauce, the Alfredo sauce. I did the formula that he suggested. I did everything that I was supposed to do in that video, and still that video got very little views. I think it's under 300 views. So it's like I think I'm back to where Joe was, where Joe says they don't want to see no damn cooking. They don't want to see no food. You see when I put up food where I get trolls, right? Hi, Ariana. Oh, thanks, Ariana, darling. It's a pool-sized backyard, but we're never going to put a pool in it because the pool's going to take up most of the yard, and we don't enjoy a pool like that. So maybe like a gazebo and a jacuzzi. Yeah, that would be nice if we had the money. Joe could probably build a gazebo, right? It's on my butt. Ugh, my water bottle. Yeah, so I'm back to where Joe's like, then people don't want to see no damn cooking. Then people want to see, I can't turn this thing. Then people want to see everyday life. And so I'm like, is that, this thing's stupid. It just keeps falling. Is that what you guys want to see? Everyday life? Hmm? Mm-hmm. Because we're like that family from Good Times. Child, it's a struggle. So, yeah, the straight up cooking videos don't get any views, but when I do them kind of like where I'm showing something like some kind of fun activity along with the video, then they do better. Oh, I was talking about that troll. Remember when I did that last live event, the one just before this one, and I said be careful how you troll? Somebody came on one of those videos, I don't remember which one, I can't find it, I can't find the comment, and the person, maybe the person removed their comment, and the person said, I don't know the person, of course, I think they had letters and numbers too for their username. I don't know why YouTube's doing that. Hi Bessie darling, how are you? So the person said, oh, don't address the trolls, blah 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 blah. That irritates me. Can I just like be honest with you guys for a second? And you know, that really irritates me when people come and say don't address the trolls. I didn't go off, you know, I didn't really cuss that guy out, because if I wanted to cuss him out, I could. You know, I was mainly being like goofy with that one while making the meat pies. But I didn't let him like upset my day or whatever. because honestly, I don't feel like that guy is real. Can we just like talk quietly and secretly for a moment? Because, people don't watch my lives. I think Patrick Ross is a troll, but not in the sense of like a random person that don't know me and just decided I want to come in here and be denigrating towards you, because what he said was denigrating. At your age, he might as well have said at your size, why are you eating all that sugar? And it just so happened that I went to the doctor for my skin issue. You might have seen that in Joe's video. And she's like, wait a minute, you haven't drawn any blood for me in a while. And I said, yeah, we're in this don't ask, don't tell little thing going on here. And so I think it was 2021 was the last time I drew any blood. And so she tested the A1C, of course. And my A1C, it goes 502, 502, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, and then it's back down to 5.2. I want to get it on the 5. People that have diabetes may look at that A1C and go, God, she complains about everything. But I know that 5.6 and above is pre-diabetes. So why do I want to skirt near there? Get it on the 5, right? We can do this, right? So glad to hear you're doing well today, Bessie. Yeah, so I think that Patrick Ross is a character that's made up by somebody that may actually know me, maybe even a family member. When you separate from people in your life, sometimes they act crazy. They want to come back into the little inner circle, and so they find a pretend person to come back under. And I don't know, because a lot of you guys don't do YouTube. Bessie does YouTube. Man, I'm gonna have to put this on a different stand. Bessie does YouTube, so she probably understands what I feel. Okay, come on, baby. It's very disconcerting as a creator when you're putting yourself out there publicly and you have people that actually know you that are trolling you. I always remember in Periscope, there was this guy that I used to watch that was up in Utah. I don't remember his name now, but he was so funny when he did his scopes. And we were always in there like laughing, having a good time. And so there was a person that came in with an old lady Jewish name, like Esther Feinstein or something like that. And that person was so funny. And she would troll this guy. And sometimes the guy would enjoy it. Sometimes he would just be angry. And it turned out that that troll was this guy's friend. And the guy didn't know that his friend was trolling him. And that really threw him for a loop. And then later on, the guy's wife left him for one of these other couple that used to troll. They were a lesbian couple that were married, and the wife left him for one of one of the lesbian couple. I'm like, oh my God. You can get it under 5.0. You have. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's not even like a stress, because I'm not in danger. I'm not pre-diabetic. I'm not diabetic. So because I have an ease of mind to do it, it's easier to do. Can I just like tell you guys that before your numbers get out of whack with your A1C and your cholesterol and your blood pressure, take control of it now when you don't have to. Because if you have to take control of it, it's going to be hard. You're going to be depressed, you're going to give up, and then you're going to go on medication. If you have high blood pressure, you have anything wrong with your cholesterol, go ahead and take the sorrel, or what they call it, the hibiscus. We have videos here at the page, several videos teaching you how to take that thing. I drink it now and again, only because it's good for you with fiber and stuff like that. But I try not to drink it too often, because I don't know if it's going to bring my blood pressure too low. Because my blood pressure the last time I went to the doctor was 103/73 or 71 or something like that. And they said it was an excellent blood pressure, but I've never had issues with my blood pressure. But Joe has. And Joe takes the sorrel 14 days out of the month. He rests for 2 weeks, and then he makes some more and he drinks it again, and he doesn't put any sugar in it, just a straight up hibiscus. And it has done wonders for his blood pressure. When I asked the doctor, she said she didn't know anything about that thing, but his blood pressure was actually good. But I Googled it yesterday, and it showed where, if you take that hibiscus, it will bring down your blood pressure and it will bring down your cholesterol. So these are things that you want to start to implement along with your food. I do a cooking show, and I know I don't have to tell my regulars that, people who don't want to troll me, or new people, I don't have to tell you that we don't eat half the stuff that we make. It's a very costly thing to do a cooking show if you're not going to eat the stuff. because you have to find the ingredients to make things that you won't be able to eat. So, like for instance, when I did the Alfredo sauce and I did the heavy cream one for Joshua, Joshua ate some of that, and I think there's still some that we put in the freezer that we can eat in the future. The one that I made with the coconut milk, I ate that over the course of a few days, and I think I still have a little bit left for maybe 2 more servings, since I only eat a third cup of pasta when I eat pasta. And so I can eat it even without meat. I can eat it with just the mushrooms, you know what I mean? Because it already has cheese in it, which is a form of meat. And so when we make the cakes, we make mini cakes now that serve 5. Me, Joe, and Joshua and Jada get a piece, that's 4. And then the 5th piece is left for Joshua or to give away to a friend if they're visiting. You know, so we don't make cake that feeds 16 and 20 anymore. So it's like we definitely want to keep our health in check while we have our good health. You know what I mean? Cool. Cucumbers too. Steve Bessie is offering some suggestion that cucumbers also lower the blood pressure. You know, I think cucumbers are kind of like a diuretic. I've heard what people do too is take the hairs of the corn on the cob, the silk or the hairs, whatever that thing's called, and they steep it. They don't boil it, but they steep it in hot water to make a tea, just like we do with the hibiscus. And then they strain it off and they drink that as a tea, and they say that's a diuretic. So any type of diuretics will bring down inflammation. You know what I mean? I didn't try that yet, but that's what I've heard. So we always hear things and we always try to share it. But it's very annoying when people come in and say, oh, don't address the trolls. And it's like, you know what? I wasn't even cussing out that dude because legit, I don't feel like he's real. I feel like it's somebody, there's a Geppetto behind that Pinocchio that's pulling the strings. And that person will be blocked in real time. When they come in, they'll be blocked in real time. You know, because it's like, just leave me alone. You know, if it's a family member, if it's an ex-friend, if we have parted ways, if you notice when I part ways with people, because the people know who I've parted ways with, we never have a fight. I just pull away quietly, and I'll do that if I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Like if I'm being treated poorly, if people are talking to me in a denigrating way over and over and over again, it's annoying. It's annoying. Nobody wants to be put down all day long. I didn't even like it when my mom put me down. When I used to take singing lessons and I would try to hit the high notes, because it takes time to build up your diaphragm and your vocal cords and stuff to hit those high notes. And every time I would try, my mom would kind of like tease me. And I don't think she meant to be mean, but it bothered me to the point that I wouldn't sing in front of her anymore. And I would go elsewhere to practice and in the backyard or whatever to practice and get it done. And you know, I didn't know how to tell her that's annoying. You know, but then later my mom was proud of the fact that I could sing. So it's like I don't like to be put down. I don't like to be embarrassed. That's why I don't do anything like when I'm in school and stuff. I don't do anything for the teacher to like scold me and embarrass me. I try not to let, you know, friends have to like scold me about stuff like that. I don't like that. That's why when I go into people's chat in YouTube, even if I don't agree with something that they're doing, I'm not going to be the negative one saying anything. There's a little baby that I watch on YouTube, and she's 2 years old. She's cute as heck, and the parents always have her trying different foods. And she's got all this eye movement and expressive face and stuff, but she doesn't talk. And I wondered why she didn't talk at age 2. But I don't ask no questions. But a lot of people are in the chat asking questions, and some people are rude about it. And of course, the mom says, "Oh, she talks all the time when the camera is not rolling." I don't believe it. I don't believe the baby talks at all. And there's one thing that the mom does that really annoys me. She always calls the baby has an L in her name, and she changes the L to a W to try to be like baby speak and be cute about it. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with talking to baby in baby speak, because you have to talk to them regular so that they can talk regular when they start to talk, because they imitate us. And so I don't like that, you know, wed wover. I don't like that wed wover type of thing. The way they talk to baby, like they turn the R into a W or the L into a W. And when my little cousin used to come and visit at age 3 and she couldn't say cover, C-O-V-E-R, she would say tover, T-O-V-E-R, and we would correct her. But not to shame her in public. Like, no, baby, it's not tover, it's cover. And we would correct her. You know what I mean? So the cucumbers are a diuretic. Yeah, but I'm not going to say nothing in that lady chat. That's your thing. You run it the way you want to run it. And put yourself in my shoe. What if you were on YouTube and you're putting yourself out there and you have people that you suspect that you know in your life, and you suspect that they're the ones behind all these trolls. They've been Poppy Trap, they've been Jared Williams, they've been Just Say Hi. There's no Patrick Ross. They always come in as a young boy, an adolescent boy, or a 20-something-year-old boy, because 20-something-year-olds sometimes can be boys, not men, and they troll me. They come in as an antagonist. Hi, Laurie. And I used to have somebody in my life years ago that was always antagonistic towards me. One of Joe's brothers was always antagonistic towards me. And I don't need an antagonist in my life. I don't need that. I don't need yes men, because my friends can hold me to task if I'm doing something. And I always go to my friends and ask them, should I do this? Should I not do this? So I don't need a yes man in my life, but I also, that looks so good. There was a salad being shown on TV right now. I'm going to go make a salad. Olive Garden, oh, it's probably not good. They just do a good job for TV. So yeah, I'm here to honestly say that I believe Patrick Ross is a troll it's a character that's being made up by somebody that I actually know in my real life. And it's not an easy thing to face, that you have people doing things like that, people that are mentally ill enough to do things like that. And he's going to come back, and you're going to notice I'm going to apologize. Usually people that are real, they don't come back and apologize. Just saying. You saw that in the last one, right? Bessie, you saw where he came. I think you were the one that pointed it out to me too, and Miss Lucky. And it's like, what you apologizing for? Because you were a whole DICK? Huh? It's very jarring that you have people that are mentally ill enough like that you walked away from because you saw the mental illness, but they want to be in your life so bad that they come back into a YouTube channel as a whole troll under a different name, and then people really think they're real people. They're not real. They're a figment of these people's imagination. It's scary. Makes you want to stop putting up videos sometimes. Yeah, if people like that don't apologize, when they're being douchebags like that, they don't apologize. So for him to come back and apologize tells me everything I need to know. You are not real. Somebody made you up, and the only reason that I believe he apologizes is because he doesn't want me to block him. The person that's controlling him doesn't want me to block that name because they're going to have to go make a whole new one. And it's getting harder and harder again nowadays to make fake names in YouTube. You definitely can't make no fake names in Facebook because you have to send them proof and stuff. But you can make fake names in YouTube, but that's coming to a stop. Remember we went to all these meetings recently? They're going to put all those things to a stop. You're going to have to pretty much send in your damn ID for you to have a YouTube channel in the long run. All the channels that I have right now, child, I better hold on to them. But none of my channels are fake. You guys know what all my channels are. They all have something to do with the Bear Pantry Show in the name, right? Except for my very first one that's called MacGrin66. That was the name of my business that I had. My business is called MacGrin for MacNab Greenwich. MacGrin. And that channel that was my first YouTube channel. So that has nothing to do with the Bear Pantry Show. So I don't know what we're going to eat today. I'm going to go make a garden salad. I think Joe has out some chicken. And if he gives me the breast off of that chicken, I could probably make like some fajitas. I don't like to make fajitas though because it uses up all my peppers. And my peppers are so good in my salad. I might make fajitas with just the spices of the meat and then put it on a salad or something like that. So I'm trying really hard to stay on my eating plan because winter is coming. We're officially in fall, and fall is soup season and winter is soup season, and soup shouldn't be fattening, but for some reason I get fat on soups. It's like I don't want to put on 15 pounds and then start January just depressed. So I'm like, I'm going to lose 15 pounds now so that if I gain 15, I'm back to where I am right now. Oh my goodness. So does anybody have anything they want to add to the live event? I always give you guys a voice to say something. I used the pizza peel that Adafi sent for me, and I'm doing a review for Amazon. As soon as Jada leaves for work, I'm going to go in the studio and I'm going to take the review for Amazon and do the narration part of it. and put that together. And I still have footage left over from what I made. Whenever I make pizza, the dough gives me 12 to 13-inch pizza, depending on if you're folding over the edge to put cheese in the edges. And I did 2, and I used the last piece of dough, the last dough ball, to make a pizza bread. I rolled it into little balls, cut it and roll it into little balls, and I grated different cheeses and cut up some pepperoni. I think that's all I did. And I tossed the balls into that mixture and just kind of mixed it up and dropped it into a greased bundt pan, a little bitty 6x2 bundt pan. And I baked it as a bread. And when you take off the plugs, like a monkey bread type thing, I put peppers in there too. I put serrano peppers. It's so delicious. So I took like a knob of it yesterday because all that cheese is gonna give me problems. And then yesterday I just ate I think I had some spaghetti with meatballs I had for dinner yesterday. And for lunch I had some of the leftover Alfredo, the one that's made with the coconut milk. And for people thinking coconut milk is not good for you, it's actually very good for you. Especially if Joe makes it from scratch, but he didn't make that one from scratch. I gotta go check on Joe, guys. He's out there in that sun pouring. He doesn't have water. He's pouring in sweat. Yeah. Adriana, girl, how you been? How you been? So that thing on my leg, you see how I have this thing here, this hyperpigmentation, this dark spot? And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But I'm not going to go get chemical peel, even if I could afford it, to just get that off, because I hear chemical peel hurts. Jada told me to put castor oil with cayenne pepper and see if it'll go away. So I'm going to start doing that. Well, the thing on my leg is a hypopigmentation. I guess it started as a pimple or a boil that busted, and it was the color of my leg. And you could see the little point in it, but it didn't have a head anymore. And then throughout the years, throughout 18 months to 2 years, it lost all pigment, and that's what that thing was. But I still went to the doctor. I was putting it off till I had another excuse to go see the doctor, and then I would have her look at it. But thank God I'm healthy, and I didn't have an excuse to go in. And so I said, let me make an appointment to go in. And even if it took a while to get in, if it took 2 months, I'd be fine. But the minute I called, the doctor was available the next day. So I went in, and of course she got me on that darn shingles vaccine. So I have to go take that on the 2nd of October when I get the mammogram. And then I have to take the other one like around the 2nd of December. And I paced it that way because I don't want to take no jabs for Thanksgiving. I was going to say Halloween. And I don't want to take any jabs for Christmas or New Year's. So I'm going to be done with the shingles. And that's it. I'm not taking no more jabs for right now. I was just going to come check on you, baby, because you haven't even drank any water. You all right? I was going to go check on you to see if you need water. You need a shower. Jesus, look at my baby.
Hello, people. I'm feeling like a worry pig.
What's a worry pig? I haven't heard that name in a while. Why is it called a worry pig?
Like a war.
Because it like to war? So remember, we're going to leave this one up. We're going to leave this one up because we don't said too much. If we have to take it and show it to the courts, we're just going to make sure we just get the first part of this video. We don't said too much in this video. When he's cut the grass later, we might do another one later to show. Plus, I'll go with my camera. I think my cameras have the right date. I'll go with my regular camera too to take pictures and film. So, anyways, let me go figure what I'm going to say. They even want us to like write a script. But writing a script doesn't work for me with my cooking videos. It feels very robotic. It feels like an AI is doing it. I don't like it. So, and I feel like you guys can tell when it's a script. So the hell with that. We're going to toss all the scripts away and we're just going to do extemporaneous speaking like we're doing right now. Okay? Anyways, I'm ready to start my day. And I'll probably do a live later to get some more of that backyard. Bye, guys. Thank you for spending time with me, okay? Because I know that you have better things to do. I love you all. Au revoir. Let me try to get this end button. End.